Workhouse Union has been based here at Callan Workhouse for the past 5 years. And over those years, we've really experimented. It's been a space for us to kind of expand our practice, invite artists and designers and architects into through residencies, through our library, through research. And recently, we've been really focusing on the making element. So how to support artists to make and develop ambitious new work. And the most recent expansion has been Print Block. Print Block is a textile screen printing collective that was based in Dublin. And over the last number of years, they've been looking at how they can maybe change their model. And we were really excited when Liz Nielsen, who's an artist and a designer, approached us to see if Print Block could find a new home here in Callan. Workhouse Union is very much positioned between art and design, and kind of making being that kind of central space. Alongside the textile screen printing workshop, we're also going to be able to expand the opportunity for on-site wood fabrication, and through residencies, designers and artists and architects will be able to access the new fabrication facilities here. We also produce artist projects. That's often very much in a supportive role. Bring Your Own Chair was a large-scale project across 12 towns in the southeast, and it was led by visual artist Michelle Browne. The first stages of the Bring Your Own Chair project was led by Boklsag. He facilitated workshops in the 12 towns working with school groups to create town motifs.
These are the paper cuts that the children did in those workshops, and they are the things that children find important in their town, the things that stand out: buildings, animals, sports, other activities that children would engage with in the towns. We worked with a total of, I think, over 800 children. We'd go into the class and do a bit of a brainstorming session with the children, talking about the local built and natural heritage. How do the children use the town? What do they see as the landmarks? The next step of those workshops then was to work with paper cuts. We'd give them an A5 sheet of black paper, and freehand they would cut out one of those motifs. What we did then with the paper cuts is we scanned them in back home and produced these risograph printed posters. They are like a snapshot of how the children experience their town.
Workhouse Union is a creative organisation, and we engage people with the spaces and places we live, and we do that through artistic projects, through research, and through developing public engagement processes of county councils, leader partnerships, and also community organisations.
Workhouse Union has a very collaborative approach. Bringing lots of people from different backgrounds together to deliver projects. That collaborative approach allows for work to really flourish because each person is bringing their own kind of, I suppose, unique set of skills. And I think that's what Workhouse Union does really well.
So we've been able to support artists through residencies, and most years we've been able to develop a residency programme, often expanding out of the library through supporting their research. And one of those artists has been Deidre, who's also been central to us thinking about what the library can become.
My name is Deidre. I'm an artist, and I came to Workhouse Union to do a research project back in 2015. I came back several times after that. I have since moved to Callan because I found that the place and the different communities here were conducive to kind of sustaining my practice. One of the things that drew me here was the kind of inclusivity and the supportive system that's here that will allow me, I think, to maintain and develop my practice within a kind of culture of critical inquiry around what it means to live in rural places. All my work emerges from research engagement and research, and having that kind of critical context to bounce ideas off, to talk about the work. It's been really important to me. I felt that there was a home for that kind of discourse here at Workhouse Union. What the various people who have worked here have done is create space for complexity, which for me is the most important thing that we need to do now, because we live in a very complex world.
I'm really excited about how the building is going to develop over the next few years, and definitely with print block open now in the spring, I can really see the potential for being expanded on the site. And I'm really hoping that we can work further with the other arts organisations in Callan to make sure that they can plug in and really kind of take advantage of both the print block studio but also the wood fabrication studio. And we're hoping that facilitated by Trass and Productions and some of the theatre companies in Callan, that we might be able to develop a theatre rehearsal space here. You can already see here on the site that we have a garden, we have a bike workshop. This kind of creative and social ecology that we work in and alongside is really important to us. Outside of the building, we're really excited that as our public engagement work takes off, that we're going to be able to develop quite exciting contexts and real life contexts for artists and architects and designers to be really central to public policy and to be able to make a difference in civic life.